What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? I am happy to see you all on this Freebie Friday. Hopefully, like this series. We'll see if we'll keep it going, depending on how everyone shows up and shows out. All right, so I need you all to do me a huge favor. Make sure that you like this video and also share it because the more people we have on the live, the more I give away. All right. So don't be stingy. Let your crafter buddies know who is helping you out and supplying you with the tools that you need to succeed. All right. So, and also let me know right now where you're chiming in from so I can go ahead and see where we are on this globe tonight. Takita, hey, love. M. Golden, hey, hey. Rapper J was good. Y'all go ahead and let me know in the chat, where are you tapping in from? Georgia, let's go. Alamo, Georgia. Okay, Cassie, Takita, North Carolina, Dominique, Orlando. That's one of my old stomping grounds. I got my PhD from UCF, University of Central Florida. All right, Tuskegee, Alabama. Let's go, Eleanor. Janice, hey, love from New York. Rapper J, Garner, North Carolina. Cicely Biloxi, hey, hey. Linda, New York. All right. Monica Monroe is from Sanford, North Carolina. I don't know why I was thinking Sanford, Florida. Well, we have a Sanford here too in Florida. All right, Simply Geraldine, Florida. What's good? Latrice, Cali. What's good? It's still early over there. Cynthia from Georgia, Louisiana, Shelly, Ashley, Hammond, Louisiana, Paulette, Mississippi. All right, Asia, Illinois. Okay, okay. LaGrange. Am I saying that right? A to Z Crafty Shop. LaGrange, is it LaGrange, Georgia? Savannah, Georgia. Casey. All right. Anita, is that NYV? What is that? New York? I'm not sure. I think it's probably New York, but just a little V on it. I was like, let me know if it's somewhere else on the globe I don't know about. Tierra Huma, is it Huma, Louisiana? Y'all get me right. Get me right. Anita, North Carolina. Oh, I'm lying. No, New York City. Okay, that's what that was. New York City. Can't mess that one up. My bad, y'all. Pretty girl. Georgia, Georgia. Okay. We got a lot of Georgia folk in the building, a lot of North Carolinas. Okay. Let's go. California. Hey, Duval. All right, Andrea, we know where you from. Fort Mitchell, Alabama. I don't know why I have to say Alabama like that, y'all, but it just comes out that way. Hey, hey, Memphis, Tennessee, Carmen Delight. It is a delight to have you tonight. So make sure that you all share this live. Share this live because it's going to help you out. It's going to help me out. And hey, we're in this together. So teamwork makes the dream work. The more people that I have on the live, the more that I give away. And sometimes the more I stay, depending on what kind of time I have. And tonight I don't have much time, but I do have some things to show you all. I'm going to be flipping out a design and going over some party elements and some party products that you all can make in minutes with the advent of the Automizer plus this template 271 that we just did. So I'm going to actually be tweaking a couple of pieces in the design, but I was hoping we would have 100 people on this live because I was going to flip the design out, kind of make it like a concert tee. And then I was going to give those files away for the free 99. So it's up to y'all. If y'all can get 100 people on this live tonight, share with your friends, share with your crafty groups. Let them know that we're about to get into it tonight. And also let me know too. Are y'all good with Friday 9 o'clock? I don't know. Some of y'all might be getting ready for the club. I don't know what y'all doing tonight. Y'all might have hot dates. I'm not sure. But let me know if Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because my folks on the East Coast, on the West Coast, are always complaining that I start too early for them. So I'm working with you here. Okay. Oh, I love it. Okay, so I wanted to do some collaboration tonight. So I'm so glad that you said something. You need ideas for a Missy concert tee. Okay, okay. All right. Well, I know that Usher and also Meg the Stallion, and now I have Missy on my list. So let me put that on my list. All right. So I wanted your opinion on what you wanted me to work on because basically, for your attention, because it's not free, essentially, you're paying your attention. So for your attention tonight, whatever I develop, I'm going to throw in the folder for free. Let's see. Mm, do Misty, Buster, and Sierra. Okay. All right. All right. All right. If you don't fall asleep early, I feel you on that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, there will be opportunity to get your freebie tonight. We need to see how many people we're going to get on the live to see what I'm going to throw in the freebie folder tonight. Okay. So last time I did some mock-ups, several different mock-ups for you all to be able to put onto your Shopify store, your social media, your emails, so that you could really have some high quality graphics where you can promote what you do and make some money. So this time I figure we'll make a design together and I will put the design in your folder for free. Okay. All right. For Craft to Quit, you will automatically have this on your dashboard. As a matter of fact, Craft to Quit, here is a reminder too. You all have an opportunity. It's a one-time code on the back end of your academy. You all have the opportunity to take the class with Coach Ann, where she tells you how to build a template from scratch. I'll remind you all later if I can remember. But Coach Ann has that class going on tomorrow, 11 a.m. And for those who are not Craft to Quit, the class is not free, but it's reduced to $47 instead of $97. So customer happiness, if you'll drop the link in the chat to the 101 brand on demand site, then you will see it as one of the first items on that page. Okay. But Craft to Quit, don't forget to you have a code on your back end where you get to take the class for free. All right. Boom. Let's get into it. All right. So I'm sitting here designing some party stuff. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to see, is this some stuff that you all want? Because if we get 100 people, I may give y'all these PNGs. So let's see. All right. So I'm going to pull up here on my screen what all I have in the PNG folder so you all can see what the Automizer is over here cooking up for you. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's see. All right, so you got a backpack, some balloons. We even have like everything that you can imagine that's in the Automizer. I have a few new items in there for you all as well. So I'm working on building this one out for next week. But just wanted to see if any of these PNGs you all can use for your Shopify store. If so, go ahead and call out in the chat right now which of these things that you would use for birthday parties, okay? Tell me in the chat and list each one separately so then that way we can kind of take inventory of it. All right, so we got socks, we have t-shirts here, the DTF t-shirts versus the all over sublimation, and I have actually updated these, so I'll show you those updated ones. All over sublimation, tumblers. You all could even host the web pages, just like we did for the grad pages. You can host web pages for the birthday kid, and then sell the merch for the kid on the website. So if people want to buy the shirts or anything else that's going to be like related to the party, then you can host that kind of site as well, just to get some attention to your site for free. All right, and yard signs, keychains. Okay, let me see what y'all talking about. What y'all talking about? Okay, chip bags, tumbler, cool t-shirts, banners. Hey Christy, hey love. Yard signs, t-shirts, Capri Suns. Okay. Now tell me this, what the cupcake toppers, cool. What is not on here right now that you all want to see in the Automizer? And tell me this, if you are craft to quit and you're here in the room right now, if you're craft to quit, tell me the item and then put C2Q afterwards, because my craft to quit requests are going to take priority because you are the premier membership. So I'm making sure I take care of you all first. What all do you want to see outside of what we have here? Yes, the water bottles on there. Got you. Cupcake toppers. Ooh, a custom archway. Really? Really? Would you like to see a custom archway, simply, Geraldine? I'm working on one. As a matter of fact, I have a class coming up. I'm adding this one to our Automizer here, but the custom archway is going to be a separate file because it's really big and it really weighs down the Automizer. So it's just going to be a separate file. However, I have a mini mock-up version of it on here that you all can use in order to get people excited about these archways. I also have a class coming up. If you go to the Brand on Demand 101 link, I have a class coming up. When is my class? 5/25. I had to change it, y'all, because I'm going to a conference this weekend, and I wanted to give you all a little more time to enroll in it. I wanted to get a little more time where I can get settled back into place after my conference. So that is going to be 5/25, all the way live. Let me see. I'm going to pull the page down here so y'all can see what's going on this one-on-one page. So Cicely, this is the Vault 2.0 is updated as it is. I'm going to update it maybe a couple more times just to make sure it has a few more products in it. What I'm going to do is every time we do, I guess it will be called like kind of like a skin pack, because each design is going to be automized a little bit different depending on what you're doing. So I'll show you the difference today. So this one is 271. And I've designed 271 so that it pretty much is ready to go. So as long as you have 271 elements, you pop it into the 271 Automizer and it's going to populate all of your products there. So what I will do is for my Craft to Quit members, Customer Happiness is helping me right now work on creating a unique code for each and every one of my Craft to Quit members that also have the vault. And you all will have basically special pricing for any type of addition to the Automizer. So basically, you'll be able to get, I have a 271, a 270, a 125, 262. Basically, everyone starts with the same one, and I'm updating the 125 today. So you'll have the 125, and then that's it, because I cannot just keep uploading and uploading and uploading all of those different versions of the Automizer. So I'm going to let you all pick and choose which versions that you want to download, but you will have because you're Craft to Quit, here, I'll just tell you like this. So the Automizer itself, regardless of which design you go with, is $800. What you'll be able to do in Craft to Quit, as long as you have the initial 2.0, okay, as long as you have the initial 2.0, you'll be able to make a purchase for a flipped version of that Automizer for only $40. So for the same price of the actual template, you'll have this full version of the Automizer flipped to template number. This is template number 270. Yeah, 271. So it'll be flipped for you. Rapper J, how do you join Craft to Quit? That is an excellent question. Let me make sure the membership is still open, because we were supposed to close it out on Monday and I may have forgotten. And if I forgot and it's live, then you can go ahead and join. The Craft to Quit program is basically where you get our VIP Photoshop classes. You unlock the templates every single week. You're going to unlock 2 templates. One of them will be live, so you can come to a live template class and we're going to flip the template with you. We'll make sure we give you artwork, all of that good stuff. And then by the time you leave class with us on a Wednesday night, it's about an hour-long class, you're going to have a fresh flip design that you can post and go ahead and start marketing for your business. Okay. Denise, that's supposed to be something that's just for the craft to quit. Here's the other thing. Some of you all are VIP. And Craft to Quit is only $97 right now. And I didn't quite understand why some of you haven't upgraded to the Craft to Quit from VIP if you're already paying $97. Just know that whenever you switch over to Craft to Quit, just send us a quick message letting us know that you switch so we can unlock your classes. Okay. Because your classes, you're changing your subscription, the classes may restart. Some of them keep going, some of them restart. But if they restart, we'll reset them for you. And usually we do that within 24 hours. All right, I'm answering y'all's questions. Absolutely not. Advanced Customs, you cannot be a member at all and buy a template. Okay. So for instance, our templates are $40 if the class is passed and $97 if it's a live class. But here's the deal. If you buy one template for $40, you might as well join the at least the silver membership for $50 a month, because you get 8 templates a month for $50. You get 8 classes every single month for $50. If you join the VIP, and right now I would encourage you to join Craft to Quit because it's the same price, $97 a month. You get to come to 4 live classes every month. And then you also unlock 4 past classes. So every single month you get 8 classes, but 4 of them are live, hands-on help, Photoshop help. And then you're going to have that accountability and that hands-on help that you need when you get stuck in Photoshop. And that is every single week, every single Wednesday, we're doing a Photoshop class. And even if you don't come to the class, you're unlocking your classes early. So you basically get early access, because the silver membership doesn't get the template until 7 days later, and it unlocks as a pre-recorded class, not as a live class. All right, if you just bought 125, it's going to unlock, it's going to send you an email. And once you get the email, you're going to have to log into the Innate Academy. Okay. And you should have access to that. All right, all right. Okay, so I'm glad we got some questions answered about the memberships, because I very rarely talk about them, and I think it's good that that we do have that conversation. All right, so let's see. We only have 70 live tonight. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one request, because depending on how many we had live, I was going to flip more than one time. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's just flip. We're going to do one flip. Okay. And I'm going to do 271. I'm going to take my little Dragon Ball Z version. And we also did this earlier in the week. If you can see, we did it as a Father's Day version. So you can do Dad as a superhero. And of course, this is AI, and we did AI on Monday. So that class would be, I think, AI 29. We're on AI 30, which is where we're going to do next. We're going to do the kids. And not just the kids, we're going to do 3 different versions of the AI artwork. So we're going to do anime, we're going to do the superhero kids, and then we're also going to do another bonus. All right, let's get into it. Hopefully my Photoshop opened you right on up. It didn't, because maybe I didn't double click. All right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to close out the Automizer while we're updating this, because I want to make sure that we have optimal computing power. Oh yeah, that's what I was supposed to be telling y'all. My arch class, when is it coming up? 5/25, I believe. It's right down here. We're actually going to do Canva and Photoshop. I'm going to show you how to build the arch in Canva, show you how to build the arch in Photoshop. So whether you're a Canva Bay or a Photoshop Betty, that's y'all got to thank City for that. She helped me come up with that. So Canva Bays and Photoshop Baddies, I got you. We are going to design an arch here in both programs. And then I'm going to show you the difference between designing in each of them, and even have some bonus files for you all, depending on how you all show up and show out. Now, there is a special today. So if you want to purchase any of the courses today, I have a special code for you all because you're on the live, okay? It is only going to be active during the live. So it will work for right now anything that is on this page. So any of our digital classes on this page will work, and it's going to give you 41% off. That includes the Automizer Vault. That includes the replay of the graduation. You will actually get 41% off of the already reduced prices there. It includes signing up for the Photoshop 101 class. So if you all want to sign up for that hands-on class where Coach Ann is going to show you how to build this exact template from scratch and give you all the files that you need, all you have to do is have Photoshop downloaded. And she's even going to check to make sure you have the latest version of it, all that good stuff. All right, so I just want to make sure that you all know that that is available. The only thing that you have to do, and this is also how you're going to get your freebie files tonight. You are going to, I'm going to pull it up now so you all see exactly what to go to so there's no question. All right, you all are going to go to the N8 Academy Facebook page, the business Facebook page. And I'm going to drop it, or customer happiness, if you can drop that in the chat. All right, so this is the Facebook page. This is how you're going to get your freebie tonight. I'm going ahead and letting y'all know now because once I get into designing, sometimes I forget to give y'all freebies because I get into it and I'm designing or I'm in my zone, and y'all get a little sleepy on me. So I'm giving it to you right now. And what you're going to do is head on over to this link. You're going to find the post. And let me see if it works for this one. I'm going to check and see. All right. There is a post. Oh, Nancy, this looks so good. Nancy just posted her flip of 271. Looks good, Nance. All right. Okay. What was I doing, y'all? Going to my link here. All right, so I was showing y'all how you're going to get your free files for tonight. Whatever I put in the folder is depending on how many people we have on the line. Look like we stuck at 70. So I'm going to do one flip tonight, and then I'm going to put the PNGs in that folder for you all. All right, where are we? Right here on this post, right here, you can comment the word free. But before you comment the word free, I want you to make sure that as you see the top of the page, make sure that you like the page, okay? Because if you don't like the page, you may not get the message, okay? The message is going to have a link for you that has the free files. If you do not like the page, it may think that I'm spamming you and you won't get the message. So go ahead and like the page first, then scroll on down and comment the word free. Okay, and then my automation is going to catch y'all and give you that link for free. Okay. All right, and it is also going to give you the 41% off link and instructions. So make sure that you interact with that, because it's going to have a little button that pops up, say, do you want the free or do you want the 41% off? And you can click on either one of those and go ahead and grab your deals for tonight. All right. John, make sure you comment in free underneath this post. This one right here. All right, I see some of y'all already got it crack-a-lacking. Good deal, good deal. And make sure y'all hit the little like button. Listen, y'all be going for the free stuff. I be having emotional moments about my daddy and everything. And I don't see no hearts, no likes, and nothing. Y'all just be on there free, free, free. Like, at least be like, oh, that's so sweet. We love your daddy too. I be posting all kind of heartfelt stuff. Y'all just read to where it says free and type free in the comments. Listen, I ain't mad at you because you're doing what you're supposed to do. But at the same time, y'all, show me a little love too. I'm showing y'all love, okay? All right. All right, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Then I'm gonna go ahead and shut down this Facebook because it lags down my computer. So anytime you're designing on Photoshop, turn off your Google Chrome if you can. Definitely turn off Facebook because it eats up a lot of energy while you're on your Photoshop. Okay. So I am closing out a few tabs here myself. I'm checking on y'all's automations, making sure it's working. Making sure y'all good. I hear some things going on, so hopefully it's working. I had to turn my phone on silent so I don't hear all the noise. Okay, looks like y'all are in there like swimwear. Anybody having an issue, just message us on the Facebook business page, and then we can come back to that later because I want to get into designing tonight. All right, so I want you all to help me out in the chat right now. Are we doing Missy? Are we doing Usher? Or are we doing Megan Thee Stallion? Okay, I need y'all to tell me. It's going to have no items in it right now, Natalie, until we finish designing. Once we finish designing, I'm going to put the items in that folder. And the more people we have on the live, the more I'm going to put inside the folder, just so you know. Okay, make sure you like the page first before you comment, so it can inbox you the link. All right, let's see what kind of votes we're getting. I'm seeing Usher right now. I see Stallion. Okay, we got, all right. So right now we have more Ushers than we do Megs. This is what I'm going to encourage y'all to do. Share this video, because if we can get 100 people on here, then I will do 2 designs and put both of those designs in the freebie folder tonight. All right. All right. Let's get into it. Okay, I see more Megs now. Okay, so I'm going to do Usher first, and then we'll do Meg as our second one. Oh, May 10th is your dad's birthday. Oh, Christy, well, happy birthday to Dad. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get to designing. Let's find us some images here. I'm going to do, oh, I could have kept that window down here. Put it back down here for y'all. All right, let's see if we can find some Usher images. And when I look for images, I'm looking for high resolution. Now, this is for personal use only. Do y'all hear me? Personal use only. That's why I'm giving it to you for free, because I'm not finna sell y'all no Usher stuff and then Usher come looking for me, but I'm giving it to you all for free. All right, so I'm looking up Usher. I'm going to go to tools, and then I'm going to search for images that are large in size so I don't get any pixelated images. All right, let's see. That looks like an iconic type of image there. I'm going to look for maybe 3 images. Keep it simple. I tell y'all, the more images you do, the more you're going to have to go back and forth and talk with the customer and tell them how something is bad quality and one of the pictures is no good. And the more photos they send you, please charge them accordingly. So if you're doing like a collage image and you're doing 3 images, if they want more than 3 images, make sure that we're charging them. Let's see, I'm looking for some high resolution images. I'm looking for some images that have a little bit of like attitude to them, different angles, so it's not just all like looking like all images are looking just straight at the camera. What else? Looking for a little little stage presence. Let's see here. Let's see. I have a side profile image. That's going to be good. I'm going to open the image in a new tab. Right click, save image as. And I'll save that as shoot 1 for Usher 1. Grab that one already. This one. Well, y'all give me an idea which photos y'all actually like. Do y'all want some shirt off photos or what? I don't know. That's always going to be a popular look for Usher anyway. I'm going to open the image in a new tab. That could be a good background. That's not going to be a main image. So both of these so far are more like the background. So you two. And then let's find our main image. Uh-oh, shoot. Did I close out of it before I finished saving? No, I got it. Ooh, LMA is a good one too. Well, y'all ain't got enough people on this live to be requesting nothing other than Usher. y'all gotta have some more people to get Meg. Y'all need 20 more people to get Meg. And then I don't know. If we unlock some more people, I could do a third one, but let's see. We shall see. We shall see. Let's see. I want to find an image that has a little more stage presence, but not necessarily that one. The old school album covers are the best. All right, Usher. And I need a little bit more of the image because otherwise it's going to be cut off there. But I'll show y'all a trick for that if you want to see AI and Usher come together. All right, let me just go ahead and open this image in a new tab. See what it's looking like. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Save image as. All right, and this will be my U. I'm going to call this U0 because it's going to be my main image. All right, and we'll see if we get 100 people on the live, then maybe I'll do Meg too. Otherwise, we'll just be done. We'll be done tonight. All right, so let me go ahead and close out some of this stuff now so we can go and get to work. So I'm going to take my Dragon Ball Z version. I'm going to do a little save as. And this will be a whole nother file. Now, this is template number 271. We just did this in our live Wednesday class. So it has not even been released yet to the general public or even to the silver membership yet. It'll be released on next Wednesday to the silver membership. So for those of you all who are enjoying this tonight, you will be able to either purchase the 271 template. It's $97, or you can wait until the replay is available, and that will be next Wednesday. Replay is available plus the template. It'll be $40. But if you join the membership, at least the silver membership, you will get this class free with 7 other classes that will unlock this month for just $50. So if you're going to spend $40 on a template, you might as well spend $50, get the membership. If you want to come to the live classes, you might as well spend the $97, come into the Craft to Quit program right now while it's still open, and go ahead and get into these live classes, plus have your 8 classes every single month. All right, so let me stop talking. Let me hit OK. And you all make sure, some of y'all are stuck right now. I'm going to show y'all what my automation is telling on y'all. Hold on. Some of y'all are stuck right now because you have not hit the button. It's a little button that you have to hit that says, that asks you, do you want the free AI art or do you want 41% off of all of the AI classes plus the Photoshop classes? So you have to hit one and then it'll take you through giving you those links. So if you're stuck right now and it hasn't given you anything, it's because you need to interact with it in order for it to up free files tonight. All right, let me pull my little automation back up out the way. Oh, there it is. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to probably do a little AI. Why not? Because we can. Now, let me see if hopefully it doesn't weigh down my live, because sometimes having all these different programs open will have some issues. So give me just a moment. Lisa, it should work for the Automizer Bootcamp as well. You will see the price change in the cart. If you don't see the price change in the cart, let me know. I won't be able to do it on the live, but as soon as I'm done with the live, I can fix that for you, okay? But it should be working for everything, including the Automizer Bootcamp. All right, all right. Let me get on into a little AI for tonight. So for Usher, I'm thinking, what do we want our kind of our background to be? How about this? Let's design first and then we'll bring in a background, because really all you need is the grunge. You don't have to bring in a background. I was just being fancy schmancy and putting in some AI extra artwork here. So all we're going to do here, this is a 5-minute template. I'm going to show you how to flip it out in 5 minutes. That's the idea here. I always put some extra into it just for you all to demonstrate. So we're going to go File, Place Embedded. And actually, I just like to drag and drop. I'm not going to hold you. I just like to drag and drop. File, Place Embedded, to me, is a slower version of the process. And I'm all about efficiency and effectiveness when it comes to design. All right, so my main image, this is going to be the image in the front. I'm going to go with this one. And I want to cut out the background, but before I do, now I know this is not going to give me Usher's full 6-pack here, but I'm going to do a little bit of AI artwork here. So I'm going to go into it. I want to generate at least some more image, so when I fade it off, it doesn't fade off like right at his chest. So I'm going to pull it down a little bit. Now, hopefully give me some pants. Hopefully we don't end up with any oopses. We shall see, because Photoshop will tell me if it's going to do some oops type stuff. All right, I'm doing generative expand right now. If you are in my AI net, okay, Photoshop. All right. Oh, okay. I can go with that right there. Is that Chris Brown on his arm? I don't know what kind of tattoos it gave. It doesn't matter to me. All I'm going to do is fade off this part of the image anyway, but I just thought this was funny. All right, so I can rock with this one right here. It also gave him some boy shorts, so we're going to avoid the boy shorts by any means necessary. Let me merge this down, y'all. All right, so when I close out of this, I'm going to hit yes to save. And do lossless compression here. Y'all wanted to start with Usher today. That's what y'all wanted to do. All right, it's still saving. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do a cutout now. And let's just do a little basic cutout using the object selection tool. Go to the cloud and hit select subject. All right, all right. All right, I see y'all are definitely engaging with my AI right now. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Looks like it did a good cutout here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a layer mask here. All right. And then I'm going to fade off. So the reason why I created more than just his bust is because I want to be able to fade something off. And if I don't have anything there, it's just going to look real weird if I just cut him off at the above the chest. So here I'm going to turn on my previous image so I know about where I faded it off. Make them about the same size. And where I'm going to fade off is right about there anyhow. Boom. All right, now if I wanna fade off something that's already have a contour and I want to preserve that contour and not mess up my fade off, I usually group it. Therefore, it's in its own folder. Boom, boom, like that. And then I make a layer mask and I'm gonna fade off from here. Now you can fade off with the gradient tool or the brush. My favorite is just using the brush. Okay, and then we'll leave a little bit there so we know that he has on some clothing. All right. And here we can close out, hit yes to save. I see some of y'all are working through and making sure y'all hit that button so you can get your free files. All right. So for this one, I want to actually put text up here. That's why I have this image smaller and lower, is because I do have this like family of the birthday boy up here. But what I'm going to do is bring it below my main image. And it's got this Dragon Ball Z theme to it too. Make that a little bit wider. All right, so I just brought that part of the image behind his head so that way it looks like it's kind of like a magazine, aka bootleg style t-shirt. Now, what do y'all want this to say? What's up? Don't do that. Don't call me out, Sonya. I didn't know what was gonna pop up. Okay, I was just over here doing my due diligence to show you all how to use AI on Usher. All right, so y'all let me know in the chat, what do you want the shirt to say? This is a co-creation kind of thing. If y'all like this, then we'll keep doing this on Fridays. Okay, I'm doing everything I can to motivate you all, but also get some stuff done. Okay, so if this is a good look for Freebie Friday, y'all let me know and we'll incorporate it. All right, well, while y'all thinking of what y'all want the words to say, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in a couple other images. All right, and I have a little mid-ground back here. All right, and I think I'm gonna make my mid-ground effects a little bit bigger too. We'll see. Once we get these pictures in here, we can tell. All right, so you see, once I put image text at the top, I have to kind of move my images down a little bit. And then I can decide whether I want to watermark these images or whether I want to have them full color. And I'll show you that too. All right, so let's go ahead and this time we're just going to drag and drop image number 2 and image number 1. Drop it right on top of that layer. And I'll bring it over to the side so I can see more of what it looks like. There's one, and then this is two. I'm probably going to have this one looking this way. All right, and for right now, I'm going to turn off my layer effects, and this way I see my full color here. And I'm going to go straight into these images and cut out my background. Now, typically I do use remove. I can drop 30 images in there at one time, and it'll cut the background out of all of them in less than a minute. So that is typically what I use, but I want to show you all how to use these features in Photoshop. Now, if you come to the class on Saturday, build your own template. All right, background cutout looks good. And then for this one, because it's a JPEG, I need to actually save this as a PNG. So I'm going to save this as U2, and then that's a PNG. And I'm going to duplicate this and put it, I'll put it in my downloads as a PNG. And then that way I don't need to save this one. I'll do the same thing to this one. So we're using the AI inside of Photoshop. We're using the cloud to select the subject. We'll see how it does with the hair, because sometimes we have very fine details in the hair area. So when I go to select a mask, this actually does pretty decent. But I could also tell it to refine hair, and it'll try to recover some of those details, and it did much better there. So I'm going to say OK. And I'm going to create a layer mask. And let me rename this U1. And this one, because it's a JPEG, I'm going to quick export it as a PNG. And I don't need to save those changes. So now what I'm going to do, and for my craft to quit, I will give you all the editable version of this file, because you already have access to 271. So I'll give you this one for free, 271, the Usher version. And if y'all stick around with me, who's craft to quit in the building? If you craft to quit, go ahead and put C2Q in the chat for me. I want to know how many of you all are on the live tonight. Let me know if you want the DBZ-ish or Dragon Ball Z-ish design as well. And I'll put that on the back end of Craft to Quit. All right, Cicely, Rob Strong, Monica, Ashley, Sonia. Okay. All right, so that will be 3 versions of 271 that y'all have. And then let me clean this up. All right, so we're going to go with, I'm going to create a little smart object here so all your photos will be the same size. 12 inches by 18 inches. You already see me make a smart object. And then I'm going to call this photo. Duplicate it. So we'll make a photo 2 and photo 3 for you all to have for this whole collage look. And then this is where we're going to place our photos. All right, so photo 2, I'm going to refresh and grab my PNGs now. And of course, you all won't have to do this because it'll already be in the template. And regardless of whether I'm going to have anything to cover it up or not, I am going to fade off this photo. So I'm going to add a layer mask, grab my paintbrush here, swoop it across the bottom there. Now I can turn off that color on the background. I just use that so that I can see what I'm doing and what is see-through. And for those who are just joining us, make sure that you, customer happiness, if you would repeat the instructions for commenting on the free. So you're going to go to the N8 Academy business page. You're going to find the post. Make sure that you like the page first, because if you comment on the post and you don't like the page, it may not give you the link because it may not be able to message you. Okay. Thank you. And do me a favor, customer happiness, every couple of minutes or so, if you could place those instructions, to just anyone coming in can see those as well. Thank you. All right, all right. And the other thing that I aim to do whenever I'm designing, and you know what? I think I forgot to turn this off because I can feel it pulling. No, it's on. I think it's just all the stuff that I have open on my computer. I feel my Photoshop lagging, and it's also live and doing automations and everything else at the same time. So all right, so 1, 2, and then let's get our third image, photo number 3. And technically it's going to be our U1. All right, let's go ahead and drag and drop that. And y'all, I'm going to close down a few things here because I can tell everything is lagging here because I've got way too much open, and I've been using AI on my Photoshop, which means the cloud is active. So hopefully I'm not frozen. I think I am. It's coming back. It's coming back. And let me close out. I don't know how Zoom is open. I'm not even on Zoom. What is Zoom doing active and open? I'm just shutting down some things, y'all, that I know cause, like Discord being open, Slack, all of these things. I'm just shutting them down. All right, now I also want to make sure that I mount my image more to the top. And again, this image is going to cause me issues because it doesn't have any data down here. The problem that I'm going to have with this is even if I fade it off, it's going to fade it up really high. So I'm going to choose a little box here. Even though I've got things running to max capacity right now, I'm still going to use some AI right now. I'm going to do a little generative fill down there and see if it will fill out the rest of that image and at least give me something to fade away from. All right, Photoshop is just taking its time right now. It's generating. All right, there it goes. Try to put a little hand in there. No, sorry, Bob. You can keep that hand. This one's fine. So like I said, I'm just using this to kind of fade off the image here, but also, so I'm gonna merge this down. Merge it down, merge it down. Merge these together. All right. So if I want like basically to have some shoulders here to fade off too, because it's kind of abruptly cut off there, what I'm going to do is select this area, hold down Shift, and also select this area. And then I'm going to select further down here. I'm going to hit Generative Fill, Generate, and hopefully it gives me some shoulders. He said, the little hand, grab my good hand. All right, all right, all right. Let's see. I'm just doing hands in the pockets. To see the hands in the pockets, not too bad. It gave him a little snubby nail there, but I like this one better. No hands to worry about. Got my little shoulders going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and merge that down. And then I'm going to take this whole thing and do a cutout again. So I'm going to do object selection, see if it can identify where I want to cut out that background there. It may be a little bit confused, but as long as I get that little shoulder up there, I'm good to go. Perfect. All right. Now I'm going to fade off the bottom here, grab my paintbrush, and just give it a little swiper, no swiping. All right, there we go. So I know it doesn't make much of a difference. It makes a huge difference when you're designing, though, to have a little bit of like the neck showing, and then to have the whole torso to fade off, so that you get a little more image space to play with. All right, so I'm just reducing the size of the file, the image there. Instead of it being before how it was just the top of his head, pretty much, now I have a little bit more of his torso to work with. And I'm going to put these photos in front of the effects here. Boom. And I'm going to also bring this text underneath. There we go. Now I'm kind of losing my effects here. So I'm going to take my mid-ground effects. And so you all know that inside of this folder, there are so many different effects. It's not even funny. It's some lightning and some flares and some different things here. So I'm going to pull this image down just a little bit. And I promise I'm going to remove the number 11, y'all. So, all right. What did y'all figure out that y'all wanted to put as the text? Because we're getting about time to put that text. Because it doesn't take long at all to change these things out. So I'm just playing around with some of the elements that are in here. So for instance, I got my blowout here. I want to see some more of that. So I'm going to kind of make it show from the outside here. Blowout there. Boom. Here we go. And the reason why I left these pieces in there, it makes the file a little bit larger. But if I don't merge all of these together, then you do have the option and opportunity to move these pieces around. depending on where you want to see them for, whether you're collaging different images or not. Okay. Now, I'm going to also bring out some of my sparks and my lightning. Because I want them to be seen. There's some lightning there. Some more lightning over here. Here we go. If I'm gonna make it pop, I want to see the pop. So I'm just pulling out some of the lightning so that it can, before, if it just has one image, you're not gonna see all of these details because the additional photos are gonna be covering it up. There we go. All right. All right, and I think my sparks are good to go. Nope. Well, yeah, my sparks are kind of in place. I might want to pull some of those out so it looks like we're ready for fireworks. Yeah, some sparks there. And if you don't want to touch any of this stuff, you can leave it exactly where it is. You don't have to do any of this extra stuff. This is just me doing what I do, being extra. All right, and then for this one, what I'm going to do is, let me find some elements that kind of represent Usher, and let me go ahead and save my work. I'm going to see if he has like a logo or a chain or something like that. Okay, he does have like a pendant chain. Cool, cool. Pull it down here so y'all can see. Now, I don't know if we want the eBay version. Let's go with what he posted on Instagram. That's probably the real thing. Now I'm gonna go open image in a new tab, see if I can get a decent resolution. That is not it. So we got to go to Benny the Jeweler, because that one right there ain't hitting on nothing. Oh, that is really pretty. It's a video. And it's got pearls in it. Diamonds and pearls. Okay, Usher. All right. So what I'm gonna do real quick, like y'all. Boom. I need to, let me see if I can just find a better version of this, because I'm over here trying to snap this. It's not bad. Oh, wow, look at the back of it. That is nice. Let me see if I can find a better image of it. Image, and let me see if I can find a large resolution image. That is really pretty. I think we might get the bootleg version of it, though. I'm trying to find something to put as like an accent. I don't want the Shein version. No offense, Temu and Shein and eBay. I want the real version. I like that. Okay, so I may have to just get it from. Yeah, I'm going to show y'all my little tips and tricks. Hold on. It is moving so slow, y'all. My internet is really acting crazy right now and embarrassing the mess out of me. Internet, stop playing. So his chain even has pearls in it. All right, let me get my little snippet ready. Come on, snippet. Snippet real good. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so I'm going to use, this is going to be my accent number one here. Let's go ahead, double click on it. So instead of the Dragon Ball, we're gonna do the little Usher chain. Control B. Let's see what we can do with this thing right here. I'm going to use the same object selection, see if it'll grab the chain. It's probably going to grab the top of the pendant too, but I don't want that part. So I'm going to use my tool here to go. And let's clean that up before I do anything else. I'm going to choose to smooth this out a little bit. Shift the edge in maybe a little bit to get rid of some of that additional black that's occurring here. There we go. And then let me remask it here. It's a little bit better there. All right. And let's get rid of this part of the pendant here. And I like to check to see what my outline looks like, if it's clean or not. This is a trick for you all too. I put black on here so I can really see it. And I'll clean that up a little bit. I'm sure if I did a little more research, I probably could have found his chain, but I didn't want to be on here all night trying to find this chain, and y'all are looking for these free files. Let's go back to the pen. And I want to clean up. There is obviously some extra stuff up here at the top. So I'm going to make sure I clean it all the way up here. And then if I get rid of it and it's clean enough, you'll see it'll straighten itself out around it. So that looks good to me. All right, I'm doing all this. I told y'all I was extra. I be telling y'all not to be extra. And here I go on YouTube just being as extra as I want to be. That's 1. I'll make this one 3. I don't know. I don't think I'm feeling this right now. We'll see. I don't think I'm liking this right now. I think it's because I don't have a good enough high quality image, and I'm about quality, and this is not a quality image. I can play with it a little bit. See how I'm adding like a little stroke, and we gonna see. All right, y'all. So this is going to be an accent right now for what it's worth, but I'm about to see if it's even worth it to put it in here. We'll see. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad in the design, but I just don't like this. Not high quality. It's bothering me. It's bothering me. All right, so I probably would put this. I'm not going to see the U this way. I need some theme music to listen to while I'm designing. All right, let's turn off the 11. Is there the 41% off code should be active? Mm-hmm. Let me check it out. You shouldn't even have to put anything in. It should just automatically work. Let me make sure. Oops. Now it's active. Yeah, it just need to be activated. I thought I activated it earlier. Thank y'all. Ooh, so we can put superstar and name. Okay, let's do that. So let's take off the 11, unless there's like a significant other piece of text or anything that you all want to put there. I'm going to turn it off. And I want to pretty much watermark the back images. So in order to, let's turn on color number 1. And then in order to watermark them, I'm just going to turn down the opacity a little bit here. That way they're not the main images. And another thing you can do is you can use luminosity. And what luminosity does is kind of make things black and white. Let's see here. This thing is moving like extremely slow right now. And I bet it's because I was using all of this AI while I was live. I got to chill with the AI. I live by the AI nowadays. I don't know what to tell y'all. All right, so put Usher. It's just doing what it wants to do right now, y'all. Excuse the behavior of my Photoshop at this moment. All right, so we got Usher, and then notice that some of my color is not covering up the text because I made the text bigger. So I'm going to have to increase the size of my color here. Make sure it's covering everything up. And then what color do y'all want this to be? All right, so we'll put last name here. And this has an effect. You can change the effect. I'm going to leave the little arc at the bottom. And then we have the wave at the top. And pull that down just a little bit, stretch it a little bit longer. Boom. You got these little flares here. I'm going to move my little flare just a little bit. And while I'm doing this, y'all, because I'm not looking up at the chat, please let customer happiness know if a code is not working, or if also if the automation is not working, because you all should be able to get that link. Even though the folder is empty right now, I'm going to fill it with whatever we design tonight. All right, all right. All right, so let me go ahead and save what I'm working on so far. So you all can put, like I can put nice and then in slow, or you can put superstar, whatever you want to put in it. If you have if you're in Craftiquit and you have access to this file, you can change it. I'm going to so I'm going to put nice and slow. And I think I'm going to do superstar instead. I like how that looks with the wavy text. And then we don't have to use this up here. So we can turn it off. Boom, just like that. And I still have my little flares here. And then I'm going to turn off this little accent right here. And it's really as simple as that, y'all. Like literally this this program is slowing me up way more than this even takes to do. All right, so I'm going to bring this more up top. I'm going to bring it down. And let's make sure my flares are where I need it to be. Here we go. All right, so what colors did you all decide on? And let's see. I'm going to do a little check. Even though my internet is lagging right now, I'm going to open another tab. And I'm just going to see what these other Usher shirts are hitting on. So if you go into the concert this summer, what is your shirt going to look like? Okay. Yeah. I think it's safe to say that you probably have one of the best shirts on the block. And really, all I see shirts saying is just Usher. I don't know why I say it like that, but I see the word superstar. All right. So we did a little research here. We can pretty much determine that yours is going to be probably one of the best ones out there when you wear it. Now what I want to do is for this one, I want to make an AI background here, but let's save my work because right now this internet is tripping. And y'all let me know if your 41% off is working now. It should be. Let me know. Let me know. All right. Looks like it's working. All right. So let me get back to work. What color? Y'all are not cooperating. Y'all don't want this file. Y'all do not want this PNG. Y'all are not helping me. I need to know what colors you all want to do. I can make it generic, like maybe like blue and teal. I want to switch something up though. Let's do, we can even do like a purple and teal. Let me change this orange up, see what I like there. Let me see if I like the purple and teal look. And that is cyan. I want a real deal teal. Let me see if I like cyan. Or if I want to go with like more of a greener blue color. Like that. I want to go that and maybe y'all leave it up to me. Y'all will be over here in CMYK every day like me. A blue and gray. Ooh, I like that. Blue and gray. Okay. All right, all right. And that was a pretty color combination too. But I want to go with something that y'all are going to wear because I'm gonna give y'all a PNG. If you're in Craft to Quit, you're gonna have the editable file. And then if you're not in Craft to Quit and you're here live, you're gonna get the free PNG. All right. And I'll also make sure that you all have the 13 by 19 and the all over version. Okay, silver and royal blue. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it bad. All right, so y'all don't want to hear me sing. Let me chill out. Now I want to show y'all something. Let me hit cancel for a second so I can show y'all what happened. This bright blue is very difficult to print. So it's giving me like a caution symbol here. If I hit it, it's going to give me a more printable version of that blue. And just so you know, this is so that you don't get blurples. That's why it's doing that. So if you ever wonder, you know, why you get like purple looking blues, I call them blurples, it's because the color on the screen cannot be reproduced by your ink. And it is basically going to put you in a position where you're not going to produce what you see on the screen. So it's just warning you about that. All right, let's do a little gray, a little silverage. Duplicate that layer. And then what we can do if we wanted more silver, then we can change. Ooh, that does look good. Okay. All right, so what I need y'all to do, I need y'all to help me now. Like, what kind of background imagery can I put in here? Because I don't have to put anything. I just use the grunge here as well. And it's pretty much ready to go, just so y'all know. I feel like I'm missing something on this side. What can I do? Or I can put this one. This one here. Let me see if I move my accent to the other side. There we go. Gives it something to fill in a little more there. And then I'm just going to rotate it so I see more of the U. Now, I feel like I should not have this picture in the foreground because I'm sure he does not have a tattoo of Chris Brown on his bicep. That's not really Chris Brown, but AI decided to put Chris Brown on Usher's bicep. And I mean, I'm not positive. I've never seen Usher's bicep in person, so I don't know if there's a tattoo of that there, but I'm pretty sure that's not it. And what I will probably do, I think I'm going to change this image out. Because I want y'all to actually be able to rock this. And I don't want y'all getting picked on for somebody saying like, hey, Usher don't even have that tattoo at all. All right, so let me see. So we'll use it as a background image because then it won't matter. But as the front image, let me see. I might have to go down and reduce my image size to get something better. That's a good image. That's like a my way kind of image there, but I need more of his costume. Usher, where are these good images at? I'm looking for something like with maybe a little bit of chest showing with a jacket, but I'm getting all of this. It's either all chest or just stage. And this is like a little too much emotion. That would be good for a background image, but not our foreground image. I am just not finding luck with these images tonight. Or me, I'm just very picky about images. I'm not gonna lie. And then some of his outfits I don't like. So I'm avoiding the ones where I don't like the outfit. And I would like to see his eyes. If it's the main image, I want to see his eyes. And that one's okay. There we go. More image there. Perfect. All right. So I can open image in a new tab. Let me see what we're working with. Oh, that's a high resolution image. Let's go. All right. So that is going to be U3. Even though I feel like it should have a little more emotion than that. But we got to get on with this thing. And then we're going to put him in the background because that's just a little too much. A little too much spice. So we're going to bring him down here to this level. If we wanted to do more than 3 pictures, we could. But I'm going to keep it simple, y'all. Because as soon as your customers ask you to do this and they give you 12 images, because it was like, well, you had 12 images of Usher or Usher. Yeah. Nah, let me move my spark out here too. I see my spark wasn't showing. We need them sparks to fly. All right, so now for my photo number 1. That is now going to be my photo number 2. And y'all watch how quick I switch this up. This is going to duplicate onto photo number 2. Boom, boom. And let me fade that off again. There we go. All right, so photo 1 is going to be my new photo. Oh boy. I'm laughing because I tell y'all not to nitpick over this stuff and just to keep it simple. But I promise I do not always take my own advice. All right, so let's go ahead and clean up this background. Not magic wand. I want object selection tool. Cloud, select subject. All right, let's create a layer mask there. I'm going to delete that layer mask, and then that way I can place him where I need, get him the size that I want here so that it's substantial there. And then let me group it, layer mask on that group, and then I'll fade that off. All right, so now I need photo number 1 back in the foreground. Yeah, that's better. That is better to me. if I'm gonna wear it, because my niece and nephew be looking like, where are his pants? And then this way, I'm gonna flip photo number 3, Control T, flip them that way, boom, boom, so I can put that chain back on the other side. I told y'all I'm picky. All right, so now I can reactivate photo number 2. Stop playing with my emotions. And then now the Chris Brown tattoo is not too obvious, okay? And I don't know if Usher still has a 6-pack, but listen, AI gave him a 6-pack. I'm gonna let him have a 6-pack, okay? All right, so that is pretty much it. But let's see. Georgia Beauty, I got an order for 20 fans today. Gotta have them out by tomorrow. Let's go. Congratulations. Tempest, welcome. I'm glad you caught the live. I'm trying to go live on Friday a little bit later so that some of the folks on the East Coast can catch us and some of the folks winding down on the West Coast can catch us and some of the folks winding down on the East Coast can catch us too, because normally I know Fridays y'all are pushing last minute work. Everybody's stressing us out for games and events and everything else. So I figured this would be a good time just to hang out. All right, and customer happiness. Oh, yep. Reminded you, you can actually comment. I think you can comment on this live on the Facebook. You can find the live video, comment on it, or you can find the post that I announced that we were going to do this, and you can comment the word free underneath there. And for those of you who are here tonight, you'll get the file for the free 99. All right, I'm doing way more than I need to. This is pretty much done. I'm going to bring my text outside of here. Right behind this image. Here we go, because I want to kind of pop out just a little bit. And then this also, when I'm doing an all over design, and so whenever I'm doing a multi-purpose design where I know it's going to be all over and it's going to also be a 13 by 19, my goal is to optimize it so that it fits inside of the 13 by 19, but then also to make sure that I can still use the design for all over. So I might bring Superstar up just a little bit so I'm not cutting off his head there. Here we go. All right, last call for any changes. This is Teamwork Makes the Dream Work. This is y'all's design you get for free because you are here with me tonight. For the 13 by 19, it's not a DTF mask, even though if you have a fine enough printer, you can do that one DTF. Let me grab a DTF mask for you. Y'all want me to put a DTF mask on that one? Let me go grab my files. Let me grab my little grunge folder here. I don't know. I don't feel like this is a superstar. I feel like this is the old Usher foreground image. Now I'm sitting here second guessing my image. But anyways, y'all finna get this image because we did not get 100 people on this live, so I'm not doing the second image. But I know you all can do the second image. I was going to do a Meg as well if we got more people on the live. But we all are out of time. And also, when I'm on live, gives you more time to use the free links, to use the coupon codes. So if y'all join me live on Fridays, I'm gonna change the time to 9 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock. Okay. So hopefully more people can attend and you all can unlock more bonuses. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all how this is going to magically. I'm going to close everything up first. Make sure everything's in place, looks good. All right, here's another thing I want to show y'all. When you're doing a watermark image, just see how some of the darkness is behind his face. Let me show you how we can fix that. I'm going to go to where photo number 2 is. And I'm going to add a new layer, and it will go underneath photo 2 and 3. Stop playing with me, sir. And I'm going to grab my paintbrush and make sure that I have white loaded up on my paintbrush. And I'm just going to do a little splash of white behind where the images are. And I'm going to bring it outside of here. There we go. So what it's doing right now is it's allowing me to use this kind of like a little bit of a white backing. So if it's flushing out like my image too much and I want to see this area, what I'm doing is I'm kind of painting white right here so that it doesn't have the image of the background where it has the grunge and all of the sparks and all of that stuff is a little distracting here. So I get an opportunity to kind of dial it back all the way or dial it just a little bit to where it's letting those images pop out a little bit more. And that's just something you can choose to do or not to do. Trying to make sure everything clean there. All right. Let me make sure I save this before I turn on this next feature. Is going to take all of these components and turn them into PNGs for me. So I'm going to go up to File, Generate, and it was on. I thought it was on. So the fact that it's already been on, that's what was slowing it down too. Normally I turn that off when I get started because it will slow down your system because basically it's creating a PNG every single move that you make. All right, so now I should have a folder for the assets here. So this is what I'm going to give y'all for free tonight. And this is in my subject. I don't want that to be in my subject. I want that to be, oh, I guess it doesn't matter because I have my photo 1 by itself. And then I have my midground by itself. So I can, or like I can use this by itself or I can use it together. And I'll show y'all in just a moment what I'm talking about. I have the full background, and then I also have my 271 13 by 19. So I'm going to take these before I do anything else. I'm going to put these, copy them, and I'm going to put them into your freebie folder. So now that folder that was empty is now going to have something in it. And then I'm also going to go ahead and generate the all over version of this for y'all. So in order to do that, I'm just going to take off the layer mask here. You can give it a second and it will automatically, watch how it automatically changes the files here. All right, so my main thing I want is this all over right here so that you all will have this. Now I'm going to temporarily change this to all over so I can grab that one and put that in y'all's free folder. Yeah, that charm turned out horrendous. I don't like it. But I mean, when it prints small enough, it'll probably be fine, but I don't like it. If I had a little more time, I'd find a better version of it. Okay, so one more thing I was going to do is find, now I don't know if this is going to work, y'all, because my computer's been acting crazy on this internet. So we're about to see. Let me turn off my image assets for right now so we can go a little bit faster. Hopefully you all are done putting free in the chat because I am about to get off this live. And once I'm off the live, any of the discounts that we have, so we have a 41% off discount for the Automizer, for any of the digital classes while I'm on the live, for any of the boot camps, any of the templates, any of the AI classes, like a lot, y'all. All right, so let me get on here. All right, so I want to create, I want to imagine I'm going to imagine an R&B stage with lights, and I don't want it to have people in it. So I'm going to say stage design. Now I'm going to say it's for Usher. Hopefully it doesn't put Usher in there. We're about to see. And then while it's cooking that, I'm going to go ahead and do a simpler version of the prompt. And I'm going to try one more prompt here. And I'm going to tell it that I want the stage design to incorporate blue. Ooh, look at those lights. Love it. Love it. I'm going to say blue and white. All right, so what I'm looking for is kind of something that would fill in the backdrop of the shirt. Now, this one here looks really cool. This one here looks really cool with the stars. I think I like that one. So that's the stage design. I think that goes with like the superstar. And see here, it kind of makes it look like this might even be Usher in the background here. I actually kind of like that it silhouetted it. And it's red, so we can change the red to any color that we want. And it's got like people holding up phones and that sort of thing. I think that's kind of cool and indicative of what a stage concert would look like. So I'm going to upscale that one too. Ooh, this blue. That's what I'm talking about. Probably maybe more of two. But I like this abstract kind of look too. This is really, really cool. I really like that. I might go for that. Anyways, this is why I'm on AI all night, y'all. Like, this is why y'all stay on AI with me all night on Mondays when we do our AI classes. Because this is the kind of cool stuff we get into. So I do really like that, but I need to upscale it so it's going to be a higher resolution. I'll upscale that one too, and I'll probably change it from red to blue. And this one doesn't excite me so much that I have the abstract one. I really like that abstract one. I'm gonna see what I can do with it. All right, so let me let it finish cooking because it's gotta actually upscale that for me. While it's doing that, I think I'm gonna drop that here in the background here, allow the grunge to kind of show through. And then that'll give us a really unique design as well. Come on, baby, cook. Maybe I could close out of some of these other windows while I'm baking this to cook. I'm really mad I didn't get this at high resolution. I'm going to find that chain. That is way too cool for me not to be able to find it. Yeah, I'm a researcher by nature, so trust and believe I'll find it. There it is. All right, so open new in browser. I'm going to save that image as, and this is blue stage abstract. That's what I'm going to call it. Now, the issue here is, even before I upscaled it, I think it actually works because it's got more of a wide main image to it. All right, so I'm going to place this down here in my background layer. Right above this grunge. Let's see. It was going to do what I needed to do. I want to see that it is a stage. There we go. I like that already. All right, and I'm going to change the blend mode here too, so that it kind of blends with the grunge. Overlay, soft light. What do I want to see here? Multiply kind of does okay, but I feel like I'm darkening it a little too much. Let me play with the opacity a little bit. Overlay, a little more opacity there. And solid white. All right, let me change my color blue before I get going because this is a little more bright blue. I'm going to do a hue contrast or hue saturation. Right click. and create a clipping mask here. I want to stay away from my blurples. So I'm going to change my cyan separate. From my blues. I think the blues are a little more dull. There we go. We're going to put all of that inside of here. There we go. Now it's kind of pulling together for me a little bit. Looks like stage. I'm still going to have to fade off this background just a little bit. I want to see more of the stage. There we go. Now, if I want this to come all the way out to the sleeves, I would actually use some AI. But what I'm going to do is just fade this off instead. And then make sure I find the edge of this image here. Right about there. Fade that off as well. Even though I don't see it, I just don't trust that it's going to give me a clean edge here. All right. I know that was extra, y'all. I felt like it gives it a little extra too. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Perfect. And now I'm just going to fade off these edges a little bit more. There we go. I ain't even looking at y'all chat right now. Y'all might be like, let me see what y'all talking about. It's supposed to be y'all design. All right. So yep, the folder should be filling up with goodies. And we got 80, but we didn't quite get 100 in the room tonight. So this is going to be the all over design. Let me save. GA Beauty, you love it? Good, because you got it for free. All right. Let's go ahead and make sure I save. And then now that I'm done saving it, now I can generate my image assets, and I go check on that folder again. And it's going to regenerate that image. So now it's not going to have the boring gray, which the boring gray background was cool, but you know, if you're anything like me and you're in the innate tribe, you're probably a little extra too. So I had to be a little extra. I didn't want y'all looking like all the other Etsy shirts out there. Forgive me. Let me see that back. Ooh, that background is so cool. All right, so one more thing that I will do. If the audio is choppy, I think it's because my internet is like dragging right now. I don't know what's going on. I have business class internet, whether I'm home or at the business, and sometimes it still acts a donkey. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and give y'all these extra pieces as well. I think it should be finished generating. Yep. So what I'm going to do, the things that I changed, and put a 0, 0 in front of, so it will generate another one of those. So everything else should have stayed the same except my background did change a little bit here. So I'll give, some of you may or may not have liked my little stage edition. So I will give you both of those. All right, so everything else should be the same. And then I'm going to bring this into, should I have time? I don't know if I have time because this internet is tripping and it's dragging down my my Photoshop speed. So let me sort by name so I can grab all the ones with the zeros, copy those, put those in your folder. So now these are all the files that you're getting for free. Okay. Now, I was thinking of possibly when you fade and add a layer mask, it won't brush. Rapper J, what that means normally your brush mode might be the opacity might not be at 100%. Another issue, if you don't see your image fading off, is you may not be on the actual layer mask using 100% black. The way that you know that you're using 100% black is you can click on the default down here, the left-hand corner, click on the default, then hit your switcheroo button to get your black in the foreground or your white in the foreground if you're revealing part of the image, black in the foreground if you're hiding part of the image or concealing it. Also, Rapper J, make sure you join us class on Saturday at 11 a.m. this Saturday, which is literally in 12 hours. We'll have a Photoshop live class where you get to build your template from scratch. And that will teach you a lot of these concepts too. Fading off your images, cutting out the background, adding the little wavy text, adding the layer effects to the text so that it looks like it's 3D or looks metallic or it looks glitter. All of those things you're learning as well in that class. Now I'm done with this one. So for my craft to quit, I'm going to give you this 271U. I'll give you the 271 DBZ. What else did I say I was going to give y'all? Because as soon as I got to give it to you, as soon as I have it, because y'all know, y'all be like, you said, yep, I did. So you have this one. I use this one to make all of these. So I use this one to flip to the Dragon Ball Z version. And then I also use that to flip to the Superstar version. All right. All right. So you have to click on the button to get the free PNG, Sheila. I'm not sure if you're clicking on it. It might have timed out if you didn't do it in enough time. It may have timed out. You are welcome, my love. Sheila, I'll check on that in just a moment to see if it timed out. Then what I'll do is I'll push you through so it'll give you the link in the next one. Okay. All right. So everybody should be gotten the link. Did y'all get y'all free link? Did you get this file tonight? Well, these several files tonight. I think I'm gonna do one more thing for you all because you said it would be helpful to have the party PNGs. So let me save this. And some of you, if you have do not disturb turned on my automations, it ain't gonna give you nothing. It ain't gonna give you a text message. It ain't gonna give you a file, none of that. So you have to make sure that you do not have do not disturb turned on, meaning that you told it to stop my text messages or my messages or my emails at any point in time. If so, then what the automation does is it recognizes that you don't want that type of information or freebies and that sort of thing. So it ceases to send you anything. So you will not be able to get any kind of any kind of links or correspondence when you do that. So just letting y'all know, just in case, if you ever hit stop or do not disturb on your emails, then that is one of the results as well. All right, so I'm going to take, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to check on my automations in a second, make sure y'all are good. But in the meantime, I wanted to go ahead and I'm going to see about giving y'all these PNGs tonight. If you all want these, I'm working on the arts that matches with this one so that I can make this one available as an Automizer file. But the idea here is that this is your one-stop party shop. You have the items for the party, and I'll zoom in a little bit here. All these things automatically design within the Automizer. And if you look really closely, you can see that this design is basically the same as the Usher design right now. So if you want to throw an Usher party, or if Usher wanted you to throw a party for Usher, then you could actually take those elements, switch them out for Usher, and then you would have an entire Usher themed party. And if you stick around, I think next Friday, I actually show you how to change these out for the party theme. All right, so let me make sure I save this. And like I said, I was going to give you all these files here. If you can use them, I need to update a few of them. Let me see. Update my back design. All right, so with the Automizer, this is what the Automizer outputs. So I have these are kind of like collection images, things that you might sell together or bundle or package. So those automatically propagate for you in the Automizer because these are some things that I've put together. That's why I asked you, are there things, especially Craft to Quit, are there things that are not in the Automizer yet that you want to see in there? See, invitations in there. All of that's in there. All right. And then what the Automizer does is it outputs your printable files. So say, for instance, you're printing this cup so that you can do your paper cup covers. It will take the image and the elements that you have that we made right now. We could take our Usher elements and throw them into the Automizer, and it would redesign all of this with the blue and gray Usher design scheme. Your party favors, treats, even when it's down to Christmas time, you got your Christmas stocking in there. We have things in there for graduation. So you have like the graduation stole, the graduation topper, all of those things will automatically design too. Obviously, you don't need this for a birthday party, but it's just showing you that all of these stages are already preset for you. So really, you just go into the Automizer. You may have to move things around just a little bit, but it's literally going to design your shirt at the same time that it designs your table runners, at the same time it designs your socks, ribbons, slates, posters, pocket squares, plates, almost anything you can think of. I've been adding to it for you all as well. Some of the new items we have are the Libby glasses, frosted and the clear ones. Gift boxes are in there now. What else is new? The canvas totes are in there now. That's new. What else is oh, the digital invitations and the invitations are in there. Those are new as well. So I really want you all and also websites. So if you're going to make a web page for someone based on the graphics that you're creating, it will automatically make like the web banner for you. Okay. All right, let me see if I need to push anybody forward. So y'all, if you did not interact with it, so Shania, hold on, let me refresh because y'all might have done it. I told y'all, oh, let me go ahead and put these in the folder for you. All right, so that I'm going to go ahead and throw these in there for free because this is something that will help you sell. Okay, copy that. And let's say you don't have 271 template yet. Let's say, let's say for instance, somebody say I can't afford it. I don't want to hear that. I like to reframe that as how can I afford it? Well, how can you afford it? I'm giving you this freebie right now. I'm going to make a folder in here. These are called the 271 DBZ products. If you post these on your social media, in your emails, text message, whatever you got to do, y'all, make sure that you're putting the work out there. If one person buys a product from you, that's how you can afford the template. That's how you can afford the membership. If one order can afford you a monthly membership where you can unlock 8 files every single month, then it's worth $97. On top of that, with the Craft to Quit program, we are doing every single week you have a live meeting. Most weeks you have multiple live meetings. Like you have a Tuesday with Coach Walt talking business. You have Thursdays with me with Shop Talk. And then you have Fridays with Crafting for Cash with Coach Chrissy and other guest coaches. So there is ample opportunity in the Craft to Quit program for you to not just get the graphics down, because that's cool. That's what we do on Wednesdays. But on the other days of the week, we're helping you get your business locked down, dialed in, and moving the needle every single week. Right now, Felicia, Craft to Quit is only $97, which is the same as our VIP Photoshop membership. So if you switch over to the Craft to Quit right now, today, then you'll be able to pick up where your class is left off. If it does restart you, just message us. We will manually reset your classes back up to speed. And then you'll be able to get in the Zoom room with us Thursdays and Fridays, okay? Anita, I am updating the vault as soon as I get off this live. I am updating the vault. So the vault will have, I'm going to make the vault the 125 design because that's the most popular design that you all really like. So the vault will be 125, and then Craft to Quit will have the ability to get the different versions of the Automizer vault. So this 271 is the vault too. It's just the 271 vault. So there's a 271, 125, 262, 270. And basically you can collect the different vaults if you want to, because the designs are pretty much already in place. And all you have to do is take the elements from 271, like we did the Usher design today, and switch those out. All right. So you all, oh, that's what I was going to do. Check my automations. I gave y'all the PNGs. Let me check my automations real quick. Let me see real quick. Where y'all at? Let me refresh and see if anybody's stuck, because I don't want anybody to be stuck, but at the same time, you have to follow the instructions to get the free files. All right, let me see what's going on here. Nicole, Shania, Krista, Remember Me Portraits, Ladoja, Chanel, and Sonia, y'all are stuck here because I guess you didn't push the button quick enough. Let me see if I can push you into the next question, and hopefully you all will be on your way. It's okay, Felicia. We got you. Okay, so for those who have Craft to Quit and already have the vault, those will be the people that get you have a special code that will be unique to you that you can use on any of the versions of the vault. Okay, it looks like y'all are progressing through. Okay, so y'all should be receiving some messages now. And that should be pushing you right on through. Okay. And just for my Craft to Quit crew, I know we're talking about emails, automation, marketing, that sort of thing. I just wanted y'all to know, while I was on this live, I only had about 70 people this whole time, right? So if I had 70 people on well, at any given time. So right now we have 75 people. Majority of the people that are on the live participated in this exercise. Why? Because I'm giving something of value, right? So you got to make sure that you're giving something of value, and also making sure that your systems are in place to capture your leads and keep them basically where they're getting something and you're getting something as well. So just interesting to see that more people than I thought clicked on the 41% off versus the free, right? Because more people were interested in 40% off than I thought. So most people just come for the free, and you can see that that's where the majority lies. But also, these are people that did not respond in time, so it basically went through like a default setting of sending a message. And then this one was people who chose to go through the path of the 41%. All right. And you see that basically either way it goes, I'm giving them the option to get the 41% and the free. But my understanding is I want to understand the psychology when somebody comes into my presence when I'm live or I'm doing a promotion. Do they want the free or do they want the discount on the product that I have? So just giving you all some ideas and some understanding of I'll talk more about it on Thursday. And then that way we can, and City will talk about this. She's here the last Thursday of the month, and she really talks about this automation, segmenting your audience, creating content, and those sort of things that are going to help you move the needle in business. So if you're not in Craft to Quit, those are the sorts of things that we talk about on our Thursdays and Fridays. Okay. It's not just about how to design cool stuff, because we do that in our everyday Photoshop. We do that in our everyday AI classes, but the whole objective is so that you can craft to quit. So first of all, you craft so that you can quit your 9 to 5s if that's what you want to do, but you also are crafting so that you can quit crafting. The whole idea is you're going to craft a business, an enterprise, and then that way you're no longer just doing this as a hobby or a craft. You're essentially doing this as a full-blown business, and hopefully even creating a legacy for your family. All right. So I was trying to hold off as long as I could, y'all, but we are done for the night. I see that everyone held on for the whole time. John Ross, happy birthday. 35, super young. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Shout out to John. All right. So you all have your free files. And if you didn't get your free files, then I'll give you 10 minutes after this live closes out to go ahead and text or message the word free in the chat of this live video. And then you should be receiving these messages. Zena, if you are not receiving these messages, my love, it may even be that you have your do not disturb turned on. And I will check on that. If you just send us a Facebook message, then we can check to see why it's not doing it. More than likely, if you ever had stock text messages, then that might be a case. But just text message or Facebook message the business page and let us know you're not getting the messages, and we can check that out for you. Okay. And make sure that you're on the Facebook page messaging the word free, and not on the YouTube messaging the word free. All right, my loves, you are welcome. You're welcome to Design Speak. You all are all welcome to what is in that free folder. I'm working on some great things for us. I like to have these sessions. My freebie sessions allow me an opportunity to see what the masses need, not just my Craft to Quit members, because that's really the only time y'all are going to see me is in Craft to Quit once a week. And when I teach a live class, like I'm teaching how to do these arches here, if you're not in that class and you want to learn not only how to design them in Canva and Photoshop, but also where to get these materials printed, if you're going to assemble these yourself, what type of materials that you need, what type of tools you need, and how much time and energy you need to create these as well. I have a solution that you can pretty much pay for the price that people are paying for the vinyl. So most people are paying $80 for a 4x8 sheet of vinyl. I have a solution where you can print maybe around $90 on the board and possibly even have your local companies or the companies that are shipping to you contour cut them for you for the same price. So you don't have to do all of the laying out of the vinyl with the bubbles and all of that good stuff. If you want to do it, you can, but I want to offer you all some solutions that professional sign companies use that I think would put you on a whole nother level than your other crafting counterparts. Okay. All right, so I'll be explaining those differences inside of that class, and that class is next Saturday. So if you use your 41% off code, you can get in that class tonight for 41% off. All right. All right, my love. So I appreciate you. I love you dearly. And until next time, bye. Good night. Good night.